for YouTube channel Knowledge Communication. Today's topic is number one, air. Let us start with air. Actually, air is nothing but the gaseous mass around us, everywhere. That is air. When it is in its natural position, then it is called air. But the same air, when it starts moving for certain regions, then it is known as wind. This one. So there is very close connection between air and wind. Actually, if I say air is wind and wind is air, that is not wrong. Technically, it is not wrong. Just difference is this, that when air starts moving, then it is known as wind. Very slight difference is there between air and wind. Air is already present, it is a mass, gaseous mass. But when it starts moving, this is termed as wind. Clear? But there are certain regions, particularly the pressure. The pressure decides that the wind will blow. Otherwise, when there is pressure difference, I must say pressure difference. Yes, pressure difference is the root cause, is the main cause which makes air the wind. Due to pressure difference, I mean to say that air starts moving and then we call it wind. Now, let us move on to the topic, associated topic, atmosphere. Atmosphere is nothing. This is again the air, gaseous mass, which has enveloped our planet, the earth. That is atmosphere. And you know there are certain layers, troposphere, stratosphere, and last one is the exosphere. So those are layers having varied depth and width. So that is atmosphere. Means the envelope surrounding the earth, that is atmosphere. Again, atmosphere is made up of air. Now, air, atmosphere and wind. Now I am moving on to the breeze. What is this breeze? Actually, breeze is also the wind. But wind is termed as breeze in a specific situation. Now the question is, where does this specific situation arise? This specific situation arises in terms of the sea and land. When we are describing the things, when we are describing the wind in terms of sea and land and sea, vice versa, then breeze term is used. This is science as well as geography. Geography is also basically science. Not pure science, but science. And science is pure science. So what is this breeze? The breeze means wind, but in the sense of sea and land. Now breeze are of two kinds, sea breeze and land breeze. Before describing the sea breeze and land breeze, I must tell you one thing, very interesting thing. Water and land. Actually, water has got certain specific qualities, specific features, which makes the water very usable for the human being and the entire living world, I must say. Water cools slowly, and land cools fastly. It is fast while cooling. It is slow while cooling. Similarly, it is slow in, when it gets hot, it gradually gets hot. It warms up gradually, I must say. And it warms up quickly. In comparison, quickly. Land warms up fast and cools down fast. Water cools down slowly and warms up slowly as well. So that is a distinct feature of water. Very distinct feature of water. And why I am describing these things, whichever cools fast and whichever cools slow, because these properties associated with the sea breeze and land breeze. What happens actually when it is a daytime? Sun is there. What happens? Sun heats up the land as well as sea water. When as I said earlier, that land heats up fast. Water heats up gradually, slowly in comparison to the land. What will happen? The air in daytime, I am describing the daytime. Daytime, note this point, daytime. Land is getting hotter and hotter and hotter. What will happen? The atmosphere, the air in contact of land will get warmer, warmer and warmer. And you know very well, the warm gas, that is warm air, that rises up. When it is rising up, what will happen? The vacuum, to some extent, vacuum is created. What will happen? The air which is above the sea, that will rush to the land to fill up that gap, to fill up that vacuum. So what will happen? Naturally, the breeze comes into existence. Breeze comes into play. And when the breeze, that is wind, is blowing from sea to land, we call it land breeze. Similarly, when it is night, what happens at night? Sun disappears. So what happens? Land starts cooling down. As you know that land cools down faster than the sea water. So land cools down. What will happen? It cools down fast. So the air in contact of the land is cooler in comparison to the air above the sea. And the cooler air, that is heavier than the warmer. So what will happen? There is lot of air in contact of the land, or we can say that otherwise above land. But there, see, above the sea, it is night time. Above the sea, it is night time. Sea water gets comparatively, gradually slower. It cools down. It takes time to cool down. It takes time to cool down. Once more, it is night time. At night, land is cooling down. The water above the sea is also cooling down. But whose rate is slower? The rate of the air above the sea is slower. But here it has cooled down very fast. So what will happen? In daytime what happens? Breeze comes from sea to land. Now night time the process is reversed. Okay? What happens? The wind, that is termed as breeze here, starts blowing from land to sea. So what happens as a result of the breeze blowing from land to sea when it is night, when there is no sun, there is darkness or whatever it is? So what happens? The one phenomenal thing happens with the sea. What happens with the sea? When it is night, the sea starts moving away from the land, because the breeze is from land to sea. So that breeze takes water with it, and up to a vast stretch, you can see that there is no water. water goes back, I must say in simple language, water goes back at night. And you will see there naked, rocks. You can enjoy, you can walk into the sea where there is no sea at the moment. There are, rocks. You can sit there, you can enjoy there. But when you will come back in the morning, in the daytime, the same place where you are enjoying at night, you are sitting at night on the rocks are covered again with under the seawater, underneath the seawater. So this is land breeze and sea breeze. Means it happens due to the temperature down, because of this phenomenon. Water, again I must say to the students community, then water gets warmer slowly and gets cooler slowly, and in comparison of the water, land warms up fast and cools down fast. And because of this difference between land and water, sea breeze, the phenomena like sea breeze and land breeze take place. So this is that. So we covered air, atmosphere, wind, sea breeze and land breeze. Tomorrow we will take up the greenhouse effect. We will discuss this from close quarters, and I will try to make you understand. Only by listening to me, your mind will be clear as a student particularly, that what is actually greenhouse effect and why does this happen. Okay then, until tomorrow. Okay, thank you.